What's up out there, boys? TS208 from TwoSun Knives. I've never ever done anything with TwoSun Knives before. They're a brand new brand. Okay, I've done a crap load of reviews on TwoSun Knives. TS208 night morning design, micarta D2. You know what? Isn't that weird for the factory to just write it on with a marker? Or maybe it was me. Okay, so there's no model numbers, anything. Just says TwoSun on the back. Night Morning's little logo and D2. And I stuffed this in front of like a dozen other knives that I should have done before this. But you know what? I kind of really am captured by this. And there was a couple of guys, deep carry pocket clip, by the way, micarta scales, by the way, that said, this is a really cool knife. And these are people that buy a lot of TwoSun knives as well. This thing has an incredible drop, okay? I mean, it's a little scary because there's no real flipper tab so it could roll around and it could bite you. So you can't be too cavalier. And there it is over there. So you kind of got to tuck up behind that area when you flip it, but it drops. I mean, this thing drops. Hold on, let me do this. See? I mean, that thing drops to where it almost bit me just doing that, and I got the goddamn blade pointed down. I mean, it just drops like it's a guillotine, and it shouldn't. I mean, I could tighten it up tighter and give it a little bit more hydraulic drop, which I might do because I'm going to take it apart later in this video. But it's nice contoured micarta scales. And one guy was commenting when he was DMing me on Instagram, was saying, you know, this is really nice micarta too. He really likes it. Oh, by the way, it's really expensive. This one took for at least 2.5 weeks to get here from China, but it cost me 42 smackers. Okay, so 42 bucks. And you know what? eBay's charging tax and shit now. So I was a little over 42, I guess, by the time I paid that. But okay, was it worth it? You know, to tell you the truth, I think so. I think so. You know what? Check this blade out. You know, you can pick labels with it, you know, or you can slice with it. Not too shabby. Oh, let me grab this and see what's our blade stock looking like. Ooh, that's close to 4 millimeters, isn't it? 0.15, 3.8 millimeters. It's a fat daddy in the hand. Look at that, 15.6 millimeters, 0.61. This ain't no like Slenderina like the PM2 is at 0.46. This is a fat daddy handful. It is. What's reverse grip like? That's good. But this, you know, this is nothing here. Okay, so you're not going to mess up your grip. And you're right in there. You don't have a go forward position, but you get this little cutaway there for sharpening. You know, hey, I'd bitch and moan, but then I'd just be bitching and moaning. Check it out. And when it's closed, the reason the flipper tab doesn't come around and hit you in the thumb when you drop it is for this reason. There ain't much of a flipper tab. It's jimped. But, I mean, I like it when they do this. I like it. I mean, I've seen Elijah Isham do this kind of thing with flipper tabs on some of his knives. But it doesn't need to be 40 foot tall, okay? That kicks open just fine. Oh, by the way, what's the D10 on it? Time to throw my shoulder out. That's not a real strong D10, but it's fidget friendly. But it's not. I mean, it ain't coming open like this. I mean, you got to do this and snap it hard. So let's say a 4.3 or something on my D10 scale. Don't hit the thing and bounced off, because that's how hard it's kicking. I'm gonna, you know, when we do that, we'll figure it out if I want to bring it in a little bit more so it's not quite as drop friendly. Weight 5.2. I guess that's not bad, actually. With me, anything under 6 is pretty acceptable to carry. 147 grams, but it ain't no lightweight Nelly, that's for sure. And where'd I put my measuring tape? Because you know what? This is a good size knife here. And yeah, it is. It's all at 3 3/4 inches at 96 millimeters. Okay, all of that. And overall 8.5 inches at 21.5 centimeters. So it's bigger than a PM2 is. Yeah, it feels solid. Well, you look at the steel liners here, and they're not nested inside. You can see them. They're right there in your face. Let's say 30 to 35% is pretty, straight on there too. It's not like at an angle or something weird. So, centered, oh, nice. Blade play, nothing. But yeah, it seems a little, you know what is bothering me? I'm going to tighten it. I'm going to see if I can tighten it up a little bit. Now let's see what I can do. Let's see if it'll behave itself a little bit better. Okay, yeah, there you go. So it definitely, but you know what? Not even a quarter of a turn, and now it's a little too hesitant to drop. We're just talking micro turns here. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, and that's good, but it's not as drop shutty. Not as guillotine-ish as it was. This is just drop shutty, And it's $42. I'm sorry. What the hell? Yeah. But, if you want something slender, lightweight, very discreet carry, that's not this. This is what I say is like a working Joe knife. Now, with a deep carry pocket clip, yeah, it'd be nice if they went with flathead screws there, so you'd get maximum clearance for your pocket lip, but it's deep carry, right hand only. The other thing, hold on, let me grab this. Yeah, see, these are number 8s up and down here. Except for probably the pocket clip, but that's nice that they're doing that. There's so many other manufacturers still got number 6 body screws, and that just starting to really kind of piss me off. It's like, give me a number 8 and I feel great. So yeah, another thing here, you got a little bit of jimping. Kind of not really a thumb ramp, but yeah, you can get your finger on there and you can feel that to a degree. And the micarta is not super slicky, so it's got a reasonable amount of grip to it as well. But Night Morning did a good job on this one. I like the way this turned out, especially when you're just talking about, a user beater knife. You're not talking about, this ain't no titanium S90V or whatever, high dollar deal, as high dollar as TwoSun gets, right? I must seem like I'm such a fool talking about thinking I got fancy knife in my hand when it's titanium and it costs like $75 to $100. Some people think that's a lot of money, but most of your enthusiasts are like, you're not a high dollar guy, dude. All you're doing is budget and maybe up to $200 or $300, which is way beneath some of the other people that review knives. So, but you know what? You'll have as much fun with something like this if you're like me. You'll just have a blast. That's really nice. By the way, you can see your little lanyard pin there. So what's the balance like? Easy to find on this big old dog. Plus, blade to handle length and we there. Design flow, great. Disappears with the bolster, gone there. Very simple, kind of less is more with this knife. And now I can see why some of the guys that have messaged me and stuff really like it. And you know, you ought to, I'm going to have a bunch of links and stuff down there for like TwoSun Knives Instagram, TwoSun Knife Facebook fan page on Facebook. And, you know, just, you know, whoever, the DWin99 and TwoSun Knives seller links on eBay. And don't forget, White Mountain Knives, they also sell these. In fact, when I was setting up to do this review, I kept thinking, hold on, didn't I buy? But I did. I thought I bought it from White Mountain because I have bought some from them. They're just having a hard time keeping them in stock because people are buying them from White Mountain because they don't want to order from China, and they'll get it in like 2 or 3 days, you know, from White Mountain. So that's way cool as well. But yeah, you know, this is really hard to resist, especially with this nice green micarta. So let's see if we can tore this one up, huh? And I think there's something in here, and I didn't want to say anything before I took it apart. And I'll just run my big mouth when I do take it apart. How about that? We'll make ourselves a deal here. But let's take it apart, because I was going to say some stuff, and now I wasn't totally confident of my information, so we'll just see when we get into this knife. Oh, hell, let's grab this then, my number 6s. Well, son of a gun, these are number 8s too? Oh, crap. I think these are the first number 8 pocket clip screws that I've taken off a knife in forever. There you go. Okay. They look the same length and everything, so that's way groovy cool. And I thought I broke this baby loose enough. Yeah, it's still just traveling, so. Okay. There's your micarta, there's your little, oh, we got a screw down here. Okay. So I'm going, well, when I saw this little milled out area here, I knew they were making room for the head of a screw underneath it, and here it is. So they got this baby buttoned up. Let's see if this is a number 8 as well. And it is. Wow. Okay. Man, 8 is great. It is. It's great. And you can check this out, D-shaped pivot. There's no entry here, and so you'd spin the damn thing if you didn't have a D-shape, and this is the way I really like the setup. I mean, there's just, so many damn things that TwoSun does right. And they're not idiots. The owner of TwoSun, I've emailed back and forth with him. Obviously, he's a smart guy. I mean, he's playing it right. There's your little lanyard pin. There's that. And there's no cutouts here, which ain't helping with weight reduction, is it? But still, you know, for a knife like this, that's not too bad. And then ceramic. Okay, ceramic bearings. So there was a knife, I was talking to Gabe or somebody the other day, Instagram, and he says, oh, the reason that thing's so nice is multi-row bearings. So there's one coming down the pike soon enough that's got multi-row bearings on it, but it's not this one. But I swear to God, it feels like it with these. And these are decent sized bearing rings, you know? So some, you know, that's nice. It felt like multi-row bearings. Oh, let's look back at the blade. Look back at the blade. What do we got here? Wow, that's interesting. We didn't cut a little detent ramp here like they do on most of them. So that's fascinating. But it doesn't really hang up there anyhow. And believe me, you know, when I first started opening it, it was coming around to bite me. So, yeah, I don't think we needed to do that. And I don't think you need to necessarily anyhow. I mean, nobody else does it. But it was just a little extra there. All right, I mean, that's pretty much that. You can see it's skeletonized on the presentation side pretty good. And those are pretty healthy little liners. In fact, I can tell you what it is for thickness. 0.07, almost 2 millimeters, not quite though. 1.8 millimeters thick. That's strong. That's really structural. should be something you can kind of brutalize pretty well. Not that I recommend it. Here you go, D-shaped pivot, one piece setup here. So that's the way we like to roll on this channel. And we'll kick it right in here. And then obviously it faces the back. So on the other side, that's what's gonna meet to it. And we're gonna throw a little bit of this and some lube and no multi-row bearings. Well, why would you put them on a $42 shooter? So I'm gonna have to go back and read Gabe's thing and say, which one was that, buddy? Because I think it's one that I have. I just haven't taken it apart yet. I think. Okay, so let's flip this baby over. Right-a-roo. Come here, buddy. Well, it's the same size as that one, so the body screws are the same size. And nail it in there. You mean, the hardware feels very positive and good on these knives as well. I haven't had a major screw up on them, or I'd have thrown a damn fit probably all over the place, but no. Been really happy about the way they come apart and go together. And there you go. Oh, middle screw here. Okay, now what? How about some number 8s on a pocket clip? Go figure, and it's good to be number 8. Okay, let's make sure we're going in here correctly. Okay, we're sunk down. We're good. Come on. And we're pulling up tight, and we're centered. I guess. No, we're not. Oh, hell no. Come on, get out of here. Crazy. Okay, no. Now we're centered. Okay. It was close to that until all of a sudden I messed with it. Oh, too much. Too much is too much. And just look at how much I'm turning it back. Just like that much. And it'll probably be too much. Okay, hold on. Get over the detam ball. Yeah, back to... Yeah, you know what? That's just about right. Okay, so I can live with that. And we're back with the TS208 micarta. Yeah, I like the micarta handle material. It gives you better grip sometimes than, than titanium and other things, even carbon fiber. But G10's a big favorite of mine. I got nothing against that. Take care, my friends. We love them knives. Sub to my channel or else, and stay sharp.